Welcome to my video update on the development progress for the Steam VR simulation of the 1851 Great Exhibition. We start this update outside the eastern entrance of the exhibition building. We enter the building, passing the bridge to Hiram Powers Greek Slave, to which we have now added the previously missing chains and manacles. The statue model used in the simulation is of the statuette version, which is missing the chains and manacles. These missing pieces have been modelled on the original statue. Sadly, the chains were damaged in the late 1800s. However, sufficient remains to be able to place the missing links with reasonable certainty. In addition, the rotating pedestal has been modified to more closely match the original. With thanks to Lord Barnard, Raby Castle for access to the original. We now continue west along the nave to the Austrian sculpture court. There are several pieces by Raffaele Monti in the Austrian sculpture court. One of these, Eve After the Fall, the 2D image has been replaced with a 3D model. The version modelled is in a private collection in North Yorkshire. Leaving the Austrian sculpture court, we continue west, passing the Belgian display, including the colossal Godoroid de Bouillon by Eugene Simonis, the statue to the victims of the Paris cholera by Antoine Tex, and the colossal statue of the Marquis of Bute by John Evans Thomas. We then cross the transept, passing the crystal fountain. Continuing into the western nave, we pass the Canadian timber trophy, until we reach the newly added model of the proposed restoration of the monument to Philippa of Hainault, the Queen of Edward III, in Westminster Abbey. Designed by Sir George Gilbert Scott, the restoration in this form was never carried out. The model is now in the collection of the Victoria and Albert Museum, who provided the image here. Continuing west, we pass Watson's colossal statue of Lords Eldon and Stowell, the Coalbrookdale Dome, the Ross Telescope, the Sealy Fountain and the model of Liverpool Docks before we leave via the western entrance. In our previous update, we corrected the orientation of the boiler house, and in this update we have added the awning to it. The awning does not appear in early illustrations, but it does appear in a watercolour, and also in several photographs which were taken later. This has allowed us to accurately place these various photographs, such as this one of agricultural implements by William Busby. In our previous update, we also corrected the position of the statue of Richard Coeur de Lion by Baron Carlo Marochetti. This, coupled with the updates to the boiler house, have allowed us to place this photograph. A further 3 photographs of agricultural implements, including these by Hornsby and Sons, have also now been added. In each of these photographs, you can see the statue in the background. This photograph is of agricultural implements by Garrett and Sons. These pieces are by Edmund Crossgill of Liverpool. We do not know if these pieces were permanently displayed in these locations, or moved here for the photographs. Don't forget the simulation can now be downloaded from Steam. It is free of charge and always will be, although best when used with a VR headset. If you don't have a headset, it will also work in desktop mode, using your monitor, keyboard and mouse.